My apologies for not doing chapter 7 last week. I wasn't even aware it was out for the longest time. Chapter 7, Case 2, Fraudulence, Files in Fashion? That's a very random name. In the last episode, we had a giga-brain thought that we need to go to Gringotts to investigate the bank robbery that was at Gringotts. What a giga-brain thought. It's not like we were already told it was Gringotts. You're off to Gringotts to get a head start in your first big case at the ROCC. What will you and Ruby discover the bank? Only time will tell. Let's go. As we get into Gringotts, let me just say that in my experience, whenever Jam City does a double release, they normally take the week after that off. I have a feeling that we're not going to get anything today. What is Mr. Callum McClintock doing here? He looks mighty suspicious. You think everyone's suspicious. Goblins are amazing. Burgop, that former curse breaker. Former curse breaker. Oh my god. Callum was a curse breaker too. Dude, how many iconic curse breakers are we gonna get? We have Rick Pick, Callum. Callum has to be iconic by now. Sebastian will definitely be a curse breaker when he grows up. He is also iconic. The former curse breaker Callum McClintock is here to bring trouble. I just know it. If he's a former curse breaker, didn't he work for you? Hey Callum. Burgo cannot bird. It's been a while, eh? Okay. Why is he just here? I like Callum. Please don't betray us or something, please. Don't be Rick Pick Part 2. Welcome to Gringotts, Ruby, the only visiting bank in Great Britain and seat of the crime. Yeah, a giga-brain thought. Flump already told you it was his Gringotts. I can't believe you two needed to figure that out. Scene of a few crimes recently based on what Flump said. I remember reading an article in the Daily Prophet about the break-in case he mentioned. Oh, that must be why Callum is here, but we can ask him more about it later. For now, let's focus on our own investigation. We've got to learn about these fraudulent transactions. And then straight into it. Yeah, sure. If you want to talk to the goblins, right, don't we just talk to Griphook? He knows us, he trusts us also. I didn't pick up any cursed objects, but I did hear about about an increase in checks being deposited. Why can't I read? Great work, Rahi. That tracks with what I overheard about large sums of money being moved around lately. Gringotts deals with transactions all day, so something about these checks must have been suspicious. Perhaps it's an uptick in the volume of people's check activity? Dude, I didn't even know that checks were a thing in the Wizarding world until now, okay? Oh, hello, Griphook. I was just asking about you. When I was informed of a nosy dude asking around, I should have known you would be included, Sarai. This guy just knows. You said you were infamous. You really must be if Gringotts Banker knows you by name. I came here with Bill once. Where is Bill? Haven't seen him in a while. It's been a while, Mr. Griphook. If you're here about the break-in, the bank has already told the Daily Prophet that nothing was stolen. And I would know. I was there when it happened. You were? Yes, and that's all I'll say on the matter. Well, you'll be pleased to know that I'm not here to ask about the break-in. We're here to report about an increase in fraudulent transactions, Mr. Griphook. And just who are you? She is Ruby. She is very nice. This is my co-worker, Ruby Honeysuckle. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Mr. Griphook. Now, about those transactions, can you allow him to speak first? Why are you asking about fraudulent transactions? Okay, I guess I'll go with this. I don't know what the correct response here is. I'm just curious, Mr. Griphook. Or for a witch to be invested in the matters of goblins, especially matters that aren't public. Oh please, everyone and their grandpappies know that nothing is truly a secret. The rumor mill is always churning. Sarai and I just want reassurance that our money is safer in Gringotts. Does MC even have a Gringotts account? Yeah, I'm sure. MC is basically an orphan. I know Gringotts is one of the safest places in the visiting world, but what with the recent break-in, this is all extremely unorthodox. You know I can be trusted, Mr. Griphook. I was a great help during our attempted robbery in my 7th year. What TLSQ is that? I remember the whole gold egg treasure fiasco, but I don't know whether it was 7th. No, it was 6th year actually. I know because it had that very iconic line that I absolutely love. You're not the first dragon I've ever faced and you certainly won't be the last. That made me so happy. But I suppose you were useful. And I helped Bill Weasley. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That golden dragon egg that was stolen by a mother dragon. So what robbery are we talking about in the 7th year? What happened? I don't remember. Alright, fine. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'll show you some of the fraudulent checks. But only because of how quickly you wrapped up that attempted bank robbery last year. Dude, I don't even remember which bank robbery you were talking about. Guys, remind me, which bank robbery is he talking about? I don't remember. Is this a TLSQ that I skipped? The only TLSQs that I haven't posted on the channel are the Celestina Warbeck TLSQ, which I didn't because it was in the midst of my exam season, the Azonkos TLSQ because the video got corrupted, and another TLSQ recently, the Trivia one, which also got corrupted. But that was a short TLSQ, so it barely counts as a TLSQ. Fantastic. I'll just write down more notes if you don't mind. But you better not tell anyone about this. Our lips are sealed, Mr. Griphawk. Now that we've got some tangible evidence, we can get out of here. I look into the names of these checks. She showed us nothing! Not even a cutscene! I'll look into the names on these checks and see if I can find any connections. And I'll visit my old friend Mr. Elderberry in the archives and see what I can dig out about cursed checks. Okay, cursed checks? Wait, what? Where did cursed checks come from? Herbert and I are on our daily constitutional. Hello, Mr. Elderberry. Nice to see you again, work grandpa. Nice to see you, Chewy. Ah, Sarahi, you're just in time. Hello. I tried to be Mr. Elderberry. Thank you for agreeing to let me search the archives. I believe you can call me Elton now, Sarahi. I prefer to call you work grandpa. Or Mr. Elderberry. I just like it. Now, as I was saying, you're just in time. Herbert and I were in the middle of a very important debate. Mr. Elderberry, Elton, I'm just gonna call him Mr. Elderberry. I've not heard a single thing but searching the archives until you settle this debate for us. Okay, old man behavior. Old man consequences. You must know, Sarahi, which jam is best for a cranberry orange scone? Cherry or orange curd? I don't know what a cranberry orange scone is, and I don't know what a cherry and orange curd is. I don't know what this is. No, seriously, Google, help me. What's a cranberry orange scone? Ooh! Oh, that looks good! That looks like a cake. That looks like a cake with fruits in it, which already makes me think that I might not like it. I like my cake plain. Cherry or orange curd? Okay. So this looks like something that will go good with cherry jam. I like jams, so I think it will go well with cherry jam. Cherry jam, of course, it's the obvious choice. I don't know if it's obvious after this. I just think it'll be good with cherry jam. Indeed it is, Sarahi. Indeed it is. Oh, sorry, Chewy. I didn't know whose option was whose. I have won this round, Herbert. We might just update our debate tally sheet. Oh my god. I love a crazy old man and his dog. Now that that's said, the archives are open for you to peruse, whatever. If you need my help finding anything, you know where I am. Actually, may need your help. I have magical maintenance requests that may seem non-maintenance related, but it is. I knew magical maintenance would be the right department for you. Oh, you figured you already know. You already know that the ROCC exists. You already know that I'm the rock. And I'm glad you took the nudes and my mentoring so seriously. What do you mean by that? What did you say? You'll have to speak up. These old ears don't hear us. What? As well as they used to do. Why are you being sus? Why are you being sus for, Grandpa? As I was saying, I'm always happy to help the magical maintenance department with whatever they need. He knows. He already knows. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to the connection between Gingers and cursed objects. Specifically, cursed checks. Herbert and I can certainly lend you some help. Let's get a move on. There's only so much time until tea time. I like tea time. Yay. You know what I enjoy about Elderberry? The fact that this dude is over 300 years old. Which is awesome because that means he was alive during the Hogwarts legacy time. New headcanon. He is also friends with Sebastian, who is also in this time period over 100 now. I can't seem to find any mentions of cursed checks being used in any of your files, Elton. Yeah, but there were notes about cursed paper. Everything I'm finding is about regular parchment or books and diaries. Nothing about banks. Yeah, you don't ever get straight answers with the Wizarding World child. I think the one on cursed paper will help. After all, only cursed paper can be used to make a cursed check. Perhaps there's a file that we missed. Hi, Herbert. Chewy, what's up? Oh no. Herbert. The tail waggy boy. Oh no, he dropped the ink. Fiddlesticks, Herbert, you know I make that ink myself. My quills are very delicate and require special ink. He didn't mean to, Elton. Herbert just got a little too excited to help. That's a good boy. All dogs are good boys. I suppose if I had a tail, I would also be making a mess of things. Nothing that the wiping spell can't clean up. Tergio. I cleaned the ink, but you're still out of ink. My deepest apologies for the mess, right? That was hardly a mess. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Elton. The ink spill actually gave me an idea. Ruby and I hadn't thought to check the ink on the checks. Perhaps it's not the check that's cursed, but the ink that we need to look at. Ooh, that's a good idea. Thank you for your help, Elton. I've got to go update my boss on my progress. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's Chester with Chester. Hi, Chester. Oh, hey, I didn't know you were working at the ministry. Hi, Chester. I'm not a Ravenclaw, but I'm happy to see you. Almost time to go home. I can't wait to get my slippers on. Oh, yes. Hi, Mr. Degree. Ah, Sarai. I'll be sure to tell Cecil you Cedric. Why was the name Cecil came to my mind? Who's Cecil? I'll be sure to tell Cedric you said hello. Yeah, say hello to Cedric for me. I miss him. Hey, Flump. Hello. Flump, I've got an update for you. he's waiting for it to hit 5 so he can go home. Actually, no, what? He's waiting for it to be 8:30. 8:30? Is that when they go home? These people work not 9 to 5 but 9 to 8:30. That is too much. 9 to 8:30 is too much. That's 11 and a half hours. About the magical maintenance task you put me on. I give out a lot of magical maintenance assignments. Which one are you talking about? I'm not doing a toilet. I guess I'll go with the lift. The broken lift in the lobby. The one that kept sending people to the roof. The broken lift, right? I don't know what I'm supposed to call it. Frick you. You do remember assigning Ruby and I the broken lift case, right? I take the maintenance and hydraulics of the ministry very seriously. Okay. And malfunctioning lift is certainly not something I would forget. Right, well, Ruby and I thoroughly inspected the scene and I believe I may have a solid theory. So my theory is, do you know what time is it? It's 12:10. I'll give you a hint. It's quitting time, agent. But the broken lift, your mechanical endeavors are not my problem until tomorrow. Okay, so he's basically on the clock and now off the clock, off. Whatever. And dude, you still have 10 minutes. You're welcome to work all you want if you want, but I'm not paying overtime. And my time being your boss and having to listen to you officially ended 3 minutes ago. What? Dude, what time do people start working and at what time do people stop working? Tell me these timings. This is not a 9 to 5. That clock was clearly about to hit 8:30. Actually, the clock was in 8:20 and I assumed it would end at 8:30. Anyway, goodbye, agent, your name here. I've got a good book and a pack of jammy dodgers waiting for me at home. Are all these chapters happening within the span of one day? Because if you're getting jammy dodgers at home, you can't be mad at the vending machine. Yeah, go away, I don't care. I didn't realize it ended 3 minutes ago. I was assuming they would still have 10 minutes. He can't be serious, can he? Oh, Flum is very serious about not working overtime. But I had a theory and he just walked away. Wow, you seem upset. I'm actually not, I'm just amused. Alright, let it all out. Walk your good pal Olivia through what's going on. Yay, big sister Olivia, yay. Work sister. We have work grandpa and work sister. This is a great job. Fine, perhaps it will help me get things sorted out. Okay. Oh, come on, energy. Okay, fine. Bro, if I keep doing these long energy sections, I'm gonna run out of energy before the next chapter. I know working with Slum can be challenging and he does seem to be more curt with you. I don't know what the word curt means, but I'm too lazy to look it up. I just don't get him. He wants Ruby and I to solve this case, but won't listen when I have an update. Yeah, I don't care if he doesn't listen. We just gotta do our job. And well, not work overtime. Just do what you're paid to do. That's how working works these days. Flump isn't a very hands-on supervisor. He trusts us to get our work done without having to check in. Look, I know you've had a lot of change lately, but I want to know that you can always come to me for advice. Let's just go to Olivia and Callum instead of going to Flump. Like, I don't understand why MC keeps going to Flump. He just doesn't care. Let's just go to the people who are actually helping. I don't care if he's my boss. Thanks, Olivia. I've got to get an appointment soon, but is there anything else you'd like advice on before I go? Actually, just give me the ink theory. Any advice on my thoughts on the ink theory for my case would be appreciated. I'm impressed. I'm not sure I would have thought to test the ink on the checks to see if it was cursed. It's such an inconspicuous thing and I think it's definitely worth exploring. Testing the ink could even narrow your search for who the culprit is if it's a special kind of ink. Oh, please don't be Elton's ink or something. I'll be very sad if it's just Mr. Elderberry's ink because he's Work Grandpa. Please don't make Work Grandpa the villain. Don't make Callum the villain. Don't make Olivia the villain. Just don't. We love Work Grandpa here. Please don't do anything to Work Grandpa. Thanks for the advice, Olivia. They're definitely building this up to make it Elton. Because he is the only guy we know who uses a specific kind of ink, which just, spilled, and we very specifically got to know the blend and smell of his ink because he told us, and she's pointing out to how we can narrow down our search by knowing specific kind of ink. Please don't be Elton. Please, no. No, Mr. Elderberry, Work Grandpa, no. I wonder what I'm supposed to do now though. I don't know where Ruby is and Flump's left. You should take a break. Think about something other than work and then come back with fresh eyes in the morning. Basically, go home. Your work day is over. Do literally anything else. And don't stress out if you do slip up and think about work. I still have trouble with it too. You do? Sure, I feel like I'm always thinking about life when I'm at work and work when I'm at home. In fact, I'm still thinking about last night with Jake. Oh my god, I can't help but imagine Jacob and Olivia, like the Raymond and Deborah relationship, like in Everybody Loves Raymond. That I can't help but imagine this being that kind of relationship. Please, I don't think they're canonically in love, but like in my head canon, they are. Jacob had a crush on Olivia back before everything went to crap, and it just has kind of continued from there. Huh? MC. Srai, yes, Jacob is living with Olivia, yes. What just Srai? I need your help with something. Dogs, don't interrupt. I'm laughing about my brother having a girlfriend. No wonder he didn't want to tell MC. He knows we're going to tease him about this. Brilliant timing, Tonks. I've got to get to that appointment that Srai needs to take, and Srai needs to take a break. Wait. Hold on. No, wait. Wait a moment. No time to wait. Aunt is in the middle of a fashion emergency. You've got to go. Okay, fine. I'll drop this for now. But I'm not going to stop laughing about the fact that my brother has a girlfriend. I'm so amused. Olivia literally spilled the beans. I feel a bit bad that I had to fire Merula. I hope she's alright. Oh, you fired her too, huh? Yeah, she left and stormed away in the middle of a job. Of course she got fired. Why are we surprised? Listen, I don't want any trouble. I just want to drink my butterbeer in peace. I'm not saying anything. Don't worry. You can have a butterbeer in peace. I'm sorry. My throat hurts so much. I laughed too hard. I think your friend Andre may need some cheering up. Oh my god! My boy! I didn't even see him. Why is he crying? Oh no! Thank Merlin you're here, Sarai. Oh my god, Andre, what is wrong with you? What happened? What happened, my boy? Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong, my brother. Come on, please. I got here as fast as I could. Tonk said you had fashion emergency. What happened? Tell me everything. I'm sitting here and I'm paying attention. More like a catastrophe. What happened? Tell me, my boy. He's been like this since I found him here drinking butterbeer all by himself. He wouldn't tell me anything, but I just know you can get through to him. I'll certainly try. Andre, as your sister in arms, you must tell me what is wrong. Tell me what's happened, Andre. We can figure this out together. Us fashion divas need to stay together. Yes, I know I don't look very fashionable considering I wear the same set of shirts every other week. Trust me, I do like fashion though. It just mostly comes out in the form of dressing up my characters, not dressing myself. I'm sorry, are you upset about the fact that you had to wear cheaper clothes to work? Glad rags pays well, but not nearly well enough for me to afford the designer fashions I need. You have to learn to budget, bud. I had to wear off-the-rack trousers today. Off the rack. Can you believe it? What does that even mean? What is an off-the-rack? Okay, so off-the-rack options are clothes that require alterations to fit your body type. You mean to say everything I wear? That's not a bad thing, Andre. I literally wear that all the time. All my pajamas are off the rack. Off the rack trousers? That's not an emergency, Andre. Of course it is. I have a certain style I must uphold in front of my clients. I don't know if you have seen those videos about the designer versus the designs they create. It's often not that much. Like the designer will be wearing a very pretty but very simple dress and the designs will be so big and elaborate. I must admit, when you said fashion emergency, I thought you meant like your sewing machine broke. One, it's bad. Neither of you understand me. I'm so sorry, but it's just I, as an adult myself, who all my clothes are off the rack, all of them, because God forbid anything fit me. Life after Hogwarts is proving to be a bit trickier than I anticipated. Okay. Dude, you have to know you're not going to be able to afford luxuries all the time. I sound like an idiot saying that he should learn budgeting because even I don't budgeting. It's just that I don't overspend. I underspend. My computer is falling apart and I refuse to get anything replaced because I'm too stingy. I also don't have a lot of money. I'm not paid well enough. It seems that's a general consensus among our friends. Barnaby is homesick, you can't budget. Tonks is... What is Tonks doing? Barnaby's homesickness for Hogwarts. Oh yeah, like I said. Penny's troublesome roommate, which we only heard about once. Merula's inability to hold on the job, which just amuses me because that's Merula's own fault. Speaking of Merula, I was talking with Tulip and she overheard that Bilton had to fire Merula for leaving her post. At this rate, Merula is going to go through all the shops in Hogsmeade before the year is up. I can't help but feel amused by that. I'm sorry, I just straight up don't feel bad for Merula because her inability to hold down a job is mostly because of her own stupid behavior. The only time that she lost a job and it wasn't her fault was when she left being a waitress at the 3 Room Steak. She left that because she was harassed. That is not her fault. Everything else is. She didn't become a hit wizard. She can't hold down her post at Zonkos. That's her own fault. I hope she doesn't ask me for a reference. One of us must be having some luck. What about you, Tonks? Don't look at me. I'm convinced it's going to take me years to become an horror. I keep knocking things over. Brilliant. And I've got the burst of keys giving me mixing. Yeah, we don't care. Child, you're doing the best between everyone. Let's focus on one problem at a time. We'll start with Andre's fashion emergency. I'm not sure we'll be able to stop my budget issues right now, but I already feel better. You gotta learn budgeting, bud. Chatting with you two certainly helped. I need to learn budgeting. We all need to learn budgeting. That's the first thing you need to learn as an adult. Budgeting and taxes, because God forbid school teaches us that. I also got to warm up for a bit, which is nice since the heat is out in my flat. What? It was either the heat or the newest silk tie collection. Obviously I had to lose it. Andre, we need to talk about this, buddy. I feel like your budget issue should be one of our next issues to tackle, Andre. But in the meantime, it seems like meeting up like this has helped all of us. We should do this more often. Yeah, everybody wants to meet up more often. I won't say no to that. It'd be nice to see everyone more often. Fantastic. Then I propose a weekly meetup with the old Hogwarts gang. 3 broomsticks, not Hogshead. We'll get together and chat about whatever you want. Sounds aces to me. We can gather the 3 broomsticks because most of us are in London or around London. We could come to the former student club, and well, we all know how to operate, so it's not like traveling is the issue. Going forward then, we'll gather all of our Hogwarts friends every week and have some fun. Does that include Merula? I hope not. I just don't want to involve Merula in things anymore. I told you already that in my headcanon, Sarai and Merula quite literally cut ties for an entire year. Like, Sarai doesn't even speak to Merula until she comes back to the UK because she was going to get married to Barnaby. Chapter is over. I'll end the recording here, but I'll do these right now because if there is anything going to come out today, chapter or otherwise, then I'll have to do these. I am so lazy with these. I really don't want. I hate these. This is like, I don't like them. I don't like any of them. Okay, so that's all for this chapter. I am so amused. Jacob is living with Olivia. That's so cool. He needs to tell. I can't wait to see Jacob again. Instead of saying, you're living with Olivia. I found out. Olivia accidentally told me. Or let me just straight up say to Olivia, wait, are you living with Jacob? I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see what actually comes out at release time. I really think we'll get nothing today. So this video will fill the gap. Okay, before we end the video, I want to show you guys something. Look, guys, look at her. Look at her. Guys, do you know what this Pokemon is? Yeah, this is a Pokemon. Guys, this is Poplio. Look at her. Look at her. She is very polite. She has got a big snoot. A very big snoot. The snoot comes in the way. I can't sleep with it. I love Poplio a lot. Poplio is not my favorite Pokemon by any means, but Poplio is definitely, in my brain, the most iconic Pokemon to me. My first ever Pokemon game was Pokemon Moon. In 2020, by the way. I played Pokemon Moon around the same time Rowan died. I know because I had Roselia that I named after Rowan died. So while the rest of the world was playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, I was playing Pokemon Moon. And this was the first Pokemon I ever had to my name. Like, you all have your Charmanders, your Bulbasaurs, your Squirtles, Totodiles, Tricos as your first Pokemon. My first Pokemon was Poplio. That's how late I got into Pokemon. But I would never love Pokemon as much as I do now if it were not for this baby. I love her so much. I can't believe people don't like Primarina. It's a mermaid. What's not to love? And look at this. Look at this. The clown sea lion. I love her. The name of my first Poplio was Jojo. I used to watch this show called Jojo the Clown when I was a kid. And I just looked at this Pokemon. I instantly named her Jojo. This is Jojo. I still have my Moon save file. And I'm just wondering, because a Pokemon Bank I've heard is about to go out. I am wondering if I should leave the original JoJo in Pokemon Moon or if I should move her over to the latest games. I am not sure. I don't want to strip my original trainer, my Moon trainer, of her team. I am not sure. I'm still thinking about it. I gotta decide before Pokemon Bank goes out in next year. Anyway, I just wanted to show you my Popio because she's mine and she's very polite and I love her. I'm sorry you can't see her on camera. And this is the end of the episode. See you on the next video. Bye bye everyone. Have a nice day. Wait, hold on. No, wait. Before I wanted to ask. I hope you guys haven't clicked off the video already. Guys, what was your first ever Pokemon? Like I'm saying that a lot of, for most people it is Charmander, Bulbasaur, etc. Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3. I just want to know in the comments. For those of you who play Pokemon, what was your first ever Pokemon? Your first ever Pokemon that you had to your name? Your first game, your first Pokemon? Obviously, those will be starters. So, like, wait, what was your first ever starter Pokemon? Ever? Your first ever game? Tell me in the comments. And now, yeah, that's all I needed to say. I forgot to say that and I was showing off my plushie. Now the video is over. You can go now. Bye everyone. Have a nice day. I've already done this song and dance twice. You must be annoyed by now. Go. Just go. Go.